Good day to you all. You are welcome to another episode of Stay Safe with Mercy. Today, we shall be educating ourselves on fatigue. Enjoy the session.
Mrs. Mercy, thanks for the opportunity given to me to be here. If I may ask, what is fatigue? What does it mean to be fatigued?
Simply put, it is the feelings of tiredness, reduced energy, and increased effort needed to perform tasks. Makes it difficult to think clearly and react quickly. In workplaces, fatigue decreases productivity and increases risk of injuries. While the signs may not be obvious, fatigue is a safety risk in the workplace, and nearly every worker is at risk. Fatigue is a hidden danger for employees and workplaces, and it has the potential to cost businesses millions of dollars a year. Employees who miss out on crucial sleep are less focused at work and at higher risk for injury. Proactive employers can reduce the impact of fatigue on their workplace and help keep their workers safe.
So tell us, who is at risk of fatigue?
Nearly everyone has experienced tiredness and an inability to function at an optimal level. But you may not realize just how much fatigue puts you and those around you at risk. Fatigue can happen to anyone, although some are more at risk than others. Fatigue can be categorized. First one is employee fatigue. With reference to National Safety Council, report shows that 97% of workers have at least one workplace fatigue risk factor and more than 80% have two or more. When multiple risk factors are present, the potential for injuries on the job increases. Fatigue can have detrimental effects on a person's health and safety both on and off the job. This report educates employers on this critical safety issue. Number 2 is risky employer practices. Fatigue in the workplace. Risky employer practices looks at workplace practices and policies that contribute to worker fatigue, such as night shift and overtime scheduling, lack of time off between shifts, and a lack of rest areas.
So, thank you, Mrs. Mercy. If we may ask, what are the causes of fatigue?
Thanks for the question. There are various causes of fatigue, but I will mention some. Number 1. Time of the day. 2. Sleep deprivation. 3. Time on task. 4. Nature of task and duration of tasks. 5. Personal factors. 6. Work factors. And so much more.
What are the effects of fatigue?
Generally, fatigue caused by time of the day, sleep debt and time on task have several detrimental effects. An individual will experience a decrease in their ability to perform basic cognitive functions, resulting in a decline in a number of vital activities such as attention, vigilance, and memory. Secondly, cognitive performance. Extensive research has shown that fatigue, as a result of shift work and sleep deprivation, leads to decreases in cognitive performance, short-term memory, concentration, performance speed, reaction time, executive function, psychomotor activity, attention, vigilance, alertness, accuracy, mathematical calculation, and judgment. Thirdly, work performance. Work performance productivity decreases as employees become fatigued. Fatigue-related decreases in work performance have been observed in those on shift work, rotating shifts, night shift, early start times, working overtime or long hours, and employees with sleeping problems. Losing small amounts of sleep over time can be detrimental. A person who sleeps 6 hours a night for 2 weeks performs similarly to someone who loses one full night of sleep. Number 4. Safety performance. Workplace safety performance decreases as employees become fatigued. Individuals working night shift, rotating shifts, or long hours are at a higher risk for safety incidents. Research shows safety risk increases with shift duration and number of hours worked per week. 5. Health consequences. Fatigued individuals and shift workers are at a higher risk of health problems including, but not limited to, depression, cardiovascular disease, obesity and diabetes, sleeping disorders. Shift workers, those who work long hours and those who are sleep deprived, are at higher risk of vehicle crashes, obesity, psychological disorders such as anxiety and depression, musculoskeletal disorders, reproductive problems, diminished immune response and numerous chronic diseases including hypertension, cardiovascular disease, gastrointestinal disease, cancer, diabetes, and so on. And last but not the least, economic consequences. Research shows fatigue causes decreased productivity, reduced safety performance and poor health, which can lead to increase.
What then can we do to prevent fatigue?
Feelings of fatigue are somewhat subjective, and signs of fatigue are not always easy to identify. Some people cannot even tell when they are fatigued. The reality is more than 1 in 3 people are not getting enough sleep. To avoid fatigue, make sure to 1. Get enough sleep. 2. Get adequate rest between physically or cognitively demanding activities. 3. Get screened by your doctor for sleeping disorders, such as obstructive sleep apnea. Align your natural body clock with your work schedule. 4. Maintain a consistent sleep schedule. If you work at night, even on your days off, keep your bedroom dark by using blackout curtains. 5. Find out what's keeping you awake. Note that your findings may be different from every other person around you. 6. Draw an assessment tool to study your sleeping habits and make conscious effort to have enough sleep for a minimum of 8 hours. 7. Install floor rumblings on our road edges to alert drivers who drowsy on the wheel as countermeasures to prevent drowsy driving. 8. Public campaign awareness and training on fatigue and its dangers on individuals, organizations and nation at large. To save out time, let's talk about managing fatigue. How can fatigue be managed? In managing fatigue, it is good to develop an effective fatigue risk management system that can help in outlining fatigue issues faced by employees and employers, then recommend specific actions that can be taken to manage or control it. These systems include policies, education, practices, sleep disorder screening, environmental changes and many more.
Thank you, Mrs. Mercy, for this wonderful educating session. We thank you all for listening. See you all next time. Bye.